So last night, George Clooney, be still my heart, sat down with Stephen Colbert and shared his personal take on November's election. Take a look.
I was raised a Democrat in Kentucky, so I've had a lot of fun in my life. You can imagine. Yes. It's been nothing but fun.
Sure.
And, you know, I've lost a lot of elections. First time I voted, it was 1980, so I was a Carter guy, and Reagan won.
Sure.
And then I lost to some Bushes, and I won with some Clintons and Obamas, and I lost. And, you know, this is democracy, and this is how it works. And, you know, what the hell are you
How'd it go this time for you? I forgot who you were supporting.
Well, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? You know, storm the f***ing Capitol? You know, it's like, it didn't work out. That's what happens.
Look, I hate to disagree with George Clooney about anything. It's like Sonny disagreeing with Idris Elba.
It will never happen.
Okay. But we had checks and balances under the Bushes. Those are gone thanks to the enablers in the Republican Party right now.
Yeah,
oh, you said something nice about the Bushes. Look at you.
Compared to this guy?
Compared to this, yeah.
At least they believed in democracy. They believed in helping poor people.
Yeah.
So,
God.
I agree a little bit with George Clooney, but I break with him on one thing. He's kind of saying we deal with it. These are the results. This is a democracy.
Yeah.
I believe there's action to be had, but I don't believe what we're seeing is working, which is a lot of people are saying, like Anna says at this table all the time, you got to resist, you got to resist. Everyone's like, what are we going to do? I think we need to coordinate, organize, and be deliberate. And by that, I mean the Republicans clearly won on two issues that every one of you could name right now, economy and immigration. What are the Democrats' two big issues right now? Is it climate change, abortion rights, LGBTQ plus voting rights, police reform? Right. They're all over the map. In order to come back and win, the Democrats need to hit the road, go to their districts, hear what the voters say, study the Democrats that won where Donald Trump also won, organize, get a message together, and then hit the road. So I don't believe in storming the Capitol protest has been monumental in the history of this country, but uniquely so when it mattered, it was disciplined and deliberate. Right now, just getting mad and screaming is not changing things.
No, sometimes you have to hit them in the economy, though. This is an interesting thing. There's a movement right now for the end of this month for people to don't spend any money at the end of on one particular day. What day is it?
February 28th.
Yes, because we're not sure how this all started, but that's one way for the average person.
It started in the Black community, actually, because I've been not involved with it, but gotten a lot of information on it. And let's face it, Black people know how to organize outside of systems because we've been excluded from systems for so very long. And that's why we were behind the civil rights movement. And when Black people win and get rights like civil rights, everybody does better. And that's something that the Democrats can take a page out of the book for. But, you know, I'm starting to think, as I've said before, I'm one of the 92% of Black women that voted for Kamala Harris. And so I'm sort of in a resting place right now because I voted to save the country and the country didn't vote with me. The majority of the country.
A lot of the country did.
A lot of the country, but the majority didn't. So I'm kind of in your phase that you just described, the turtle phase.
Oh, the turtle.
I think that the Republicans...
Let them eat each other?
Yeah, I think the Republicans and the people that voted for Trump and now and they also voted for co-president Musk, now they realize that the forest ranger just got fired, somebody in the Foreign Service, you know, his wife couldn't get medevac because they got fired, all the federal workers are getting fired. I think that they will turn on the Republican Party and they will come back to the Democratic Party.
At the same time. You can boycott, you can march, and you can do that.
I would say not spending money on small businesses that are hurting in a struggling economy is not the thing to do. And use your dollar where it counts and businesses you believe in. But I think in general, not going to give Democrats advice. Americans need to listen to each other more and politicians need to listen to their voters. And I think that there has been so much of focus grouping and this is what campaign messengers say and this is what this surrogate says. And people were screaming, it is the economy, it is the cost of living. Now, we could debate. Things are not good in the economy right now. Donald Trump has not fixed it. But I think that there was...
The bodegas are selling eggs for $3 a piece.
What I want to give George Clooney props for, and I'm always going to praise him for this, he was right. The country was saying, we may love Joe Biden. He is too old and you need someone else. If they had listened 6 months earlier, it might have been a different outcome.
You know, looking back is always easy to do.
Listen to the voters.
That ship has sailed.
But when 70% of voters are saying we have concerns about his age, just being like, you don't know, we know better, it just doesn't work. You have to listen to people.
Right.